Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today is in a new series about numerology, which is a very special series that I want to dedicate to Sagittarius. This is not the unique knowledge to Sagittarius. This is the very ancient knowledge, and it's worldwide popular at one time in the ancient past. Which is supposed to backdate to 350, the year 532 BC, when Pythagorus and his remarkable contributions to human knowledge is really popular and influential to the whole world. Now we all know about Pythagorus as a mathematician. And he's one of the greatest mathematicians of all times. However, he's also a spiritualist, and he's also someone who dedicated to the depth of the universe, the energies, the myth of the universe, the energies, and the vibrations of energy. Okay, so there are different schools of studying of numbers, of numerologies. However, the classical one to me is still the one that Pythagorus created, and it's very accurate to individual. So let's understand what is numerology is about. Okay, so basically numerology is the science studying the patterns of numbers, how they affect to our life, to our personalities, to our destinies, and our tendencies, our path of growing in one's cycle of life. And it has been proven to the accuracies of many individuals, and I tested that with the people I know, including myself, and it's been accurate to an inch of every cases that I had looked. Everyone that I had a look at to in the past. So I wanted to share this kind of knowledge with all of you, and hopefully that we will have the most practical and the shortest way to approach one type of knowledge of mankind. Because remember, we are here to learning. When we learn, we creating, and then when we learning, creating, we sharing. So that is the three purposes that the three major purposes that we are here in the 3D world. Okay, now speaking of the vibrations of numbers, numerologies are very mathematical. It's very technical. It's the approach with formula. Everyone can learn it, everyone can apply it right away, and everyone can master it. Depends on how far you want to take it with you. Some people want to go deep, some people just want to know, and some people just want to have rough ideas of how things work. But doesn't matter what it is, it will help you to improve your betterments and help you with the growth of yourself. The difference between numerologies and angel numbers is the fundamentally. Now, angels numbers are sent, or you are drawn attentions to numbers through a special way of communication from angels. So normally they will use the repetitions of sequences of numbers, and to draw your attention, to try to remind you or to hint you about what you need to know. However, numerology is a little bit more subjective. once you obtain the knowledge, you can apply right away to yourself, and you can figure out how to get something done basing on the understanding of what the numbers are saying to you. Numerology was designed and discovered and designed and studied and tested and verified with the purposes to allow people to have the mutual understanding about the interactions between them and other energies around. Of course, that with the languages of numbers. Now, each number has their own frequencies. If you tune in number 5, for example, if you use instrument, if you play instrument, right? If you tune in number 5 to the frequencies of number 5, it's gonna going like a horn from the train or the ship to it's like a siren, but it's a long lasting siren note. It's really high. Now that is number 5. So there's a lot of things about these numbers that we can dig in the future. However, in this series, I just want to introduce very basic knowledge, because I just want to brief the things, and then with the basics understanding, people can take it with all of you and create and you're being inventive about what you want to do. Numerologies can be used and applied in every daily life, even to your children. If this is very good for young people to know. The sooner you know, the less mistake you do, the less hassles that you can avoid from life, and also you can create and like help your children with right guidance. Let's start with the there are a few main things about numerologies that people always interested in. First of all is about your birth chart. Through your birth chart, you will see everything, most things about yourself, which years, which month, which period of development in that cycle you are at. What's your name saying about you? You can even use the ruling of making names basing on these numbers to name your children in the future, that they will have a smooth life and a comfortable life. And there's a lot of wisdom that you can apply in your life. So in this topic today, the first episode of this series, I want to introduce you to the ruling number. So the ruling numbers is the general number talking about you, yourself, your traits, your tendency, your skills, your strong your strong points, and also your weaknesses. Oh, right. So to have the ruling number, we will have to have a birthday, and the birthday needs to be according to the Western calendar, which is the solar calendar, not the lunar. Some countries using lunar calendar, but because Pythagorus used the Western calendar to do this for his study, so it has to be the Western calendar. So that is rule number 1 that we need to understand. Now, rule number 2 is very simple. To find your ruling numbers, we just need to add up all the figures of your birthday to get the final numbers and make it into a single digit. For example, if it's 22, it's gonna be 4. If it's 23, it's gonna be 5. It's 15, it's gonna be 6, so on. Okay, so that is the ruling number. Now, what's the meaning of each number? Then we will go one by one in next episodes. But in this series, I will tell you briefly the meanings of every numbers. But we will need to do another task before this, which is create your birth chart. Now, for creating your birth chart, we will have to go to the whiteboard. So I will I will invite you to my whiteboard right now. Okay, so welcome everyone to my whiteboard, which is unusual because normally we see the tarot. However, this is numerology's episode 1 with ruling number. Now, I have a birthday example here. This is my own birthday. The reason why I just use myself because it's easier, so we don't need permissions to ask for people to use their own birthday. So my birthday is 05/12/1982. Now we do the math. 0 and 5 is 5, 5 and 1 is 6, 6 and 2 is 8, 8 and 1 is 9, 9 and 9 is 18, 18 and 8 is 26, 26 and 2 is 28. But remember, we only keep one digit number, so we're gonna 2 and 8 is gonna be 10. However, 10 and 11 is gonna be the same. So we don't make it one digit number because Pythagort study until the number 11. And there's a special meaning for number 10 and number 11 because it's related to the spiritual relationship. So that's why he studied all the numbers up to 11. However, from 11 up is 12. If it's 12, then we still have to add 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. For that reason, all the numbers of numerology that Pythagore study gonna range between number 2 equal or higher numbers. Sorry, let's say ruling numbers, right? So I'm gonna put its ruling number. And it's gonna be equal and smaller than 11. So that is rule number 1 that we need to remember when it comes to a numerology. Okay, now we will have some special number. For example, number 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. But the 4 of 22 has the different meaning from number 4 itself. But we will leave that until in the future when we comes to that part. Today we will make the birth chart first, and then we will have some understanding about the birth charts to get some ideas about the birth charts, and then we will study about the meaning of each individual number in the next episode. Okay, now about birth chart, let's see what we're gonna have. So I'm gonna put birth chart here. So birth chart. Okay, so with the birth chart, it's very simple. If we draw 2 lines vertical, and then we draw 2 lines horizontal, we have the birth chart. How simple is that? Now, the rules of number to fill in your birth chart is also very simple. It's gonna be the shape of the parable chart. So the parable chart we have go up, down again, up and down, up and down. So that's the parable chart. Go up, go down, and then go up again, and then go down again, and then go up again, and go down again. And this is gonna be applied the same when we use all these formulas to figure out where we are right now of this year. There's a formula for it, which period we are in, which year we are in. Is that the year of the bottom, or is that the year of the peak? So basically, before we come to that, all we need to know now is we just passed the bottom. So now we're on the thrive, we're on the rise. That's why things about starting to get brighter for people. So based on this idea of the parable chart, we will have number 1 first from the bottom. And then we go up to 2, and then we go to 3, and then back to the bottom again. We have 4, we have 5, we have 6, and then back to the bottom again. We have 7, we have 8, and we have 9. Okay, so how to fill in? Now, my birthday here is example. So we have number 0 is not counted in the study of Pythagort, but the number 0 itself has the meaning. It's the originality. It's the universe. It's the everything that we from, right? Okay. So number 0 can be considered as the number of God. Okay, now let's go to the practice. So I have 5. I have 1 5 here. That's 5. So I have 1 5. I have 1. I have 1. I have 2, and I have 2. I have another 1, so I have to fill in because I have another 1. I have 9. I have 9. I have 8. I have 8. I have another 2. So I have to fill in. I have another 2. So based on this, I don't have 3. I don't have 6. I don't have 7. And I don't have 4. So now, basing on this, what is your feeling right now? You're feeling like there's something missing, right? But then also you're feeling like there's some very straightforward things, something like quite substantial going on. So the truth is, we have all these lines of number mean something. So the lines in the middle going horizontal, this is the sensitivity or intuition. Sensitivity. And the lines from 1 to 9 is determination. So I'm gonna put determination. Determination. Now, because I don't have these 2 lines, so obviously that I have a lot of sensitivity, intuitions, which is the work I'm doing. I have a lot of determinations, which is, I think that you can see how I've been doing and working so far. But I'm lacking of this. So this is what I'm lacking of. So what I'm lacking of is actually, this is the fitness, your strength, fitness. You can tell from the way I appear, right? I don't appear like someone like the people, you know, like masculine, you know, like boxers or like a sportsman, because I'm the explorer, so that's why I don't have that kind of things. That's why my career path will never be drawn to physical work. I was never, you know, being drawn to physical work. But if you got the line right in the middle, vertical, you're very great in sport, in physical training, in you know, like breaking records, you know, like health-wise, fitness, a lot of stamina. Very great energy. That if you have that, then really, really good. And the line, another line that I'm missing is the line from number 3 to number 7. So this line is about practicality. But it's also this is very Pisces trait, so but it also creates suspicions. And it does make sense, because once your mind is too practical, you will be more suspicious of things, because you want everything's under control. So people with this line has a lot of problem with control issue. So so if you can test with yourself right now to see if it's true or not. So this is, if we know about these things, so we know how to promote ourselves and how to alleviate the weaknesses that we carry. So that is the meaning of numerology. It's a study about human. It's a study about interaction between people, and also it's providing self-guidance. You don't really need people to guide you. As long as you know the knowledge, you can control and learn yourself and figure out how to overcome things that you need to overcome. And that is exactly the meaning of why we're here on earth. We're here to learn, we're here to train, we're here to accumulate the qualities, so to serve ourselves next life, or million more lives in the future. Okay, so that's exactly what I want to share with you. Now, before we go, because I don't want to make the video too long, I want to talk about something very briefly, because we have numbers from number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We will have to go through all the numbers together, from number 1 to number 9. And then number 10 and 11, we're gonna do it separately because it has a special meaning, which is me is number 10. That's why you know that, like, I don't think I'm a special person, but to some extent, yes, I do feel like I'm different. And then we will have a supreme number. The supreme number is number 22. The supreme number, because it's the strongest number, it's about, visionary. It's about humanity. It's about people that, really can see things, can feel things. People with visions, people can create things. And I've got number 22 here. So that's why I've got quite a special meaning of my birthday. However, we will leave it until later on, because we need all the knowledge until I can start analyzing with my own example. Before we go, I only want to share with you one last thing. So pay attention to the chart here. Some people have only one number 1 or number 2. Some people have 2 number 1, and some people have 3 number 1. And some people have even 4 number 1 in the chart. Now, so what is the difference meaning of this? The basics idea is, if you have one number only, that means you have that trait in nature. So the more you have it, the more it increased. It's increased. But it's only good if you have 2. From 3 up, it's causing you imbalance. That is the last thing that I want to share with you in this video. The reason why I share that, because In case that you're impatient and too excited about this topic and want to Google about the meaning of number, feel free to do it, but you all got the idea now, so you are totally able to learn yourself right away already. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video today. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you want to donate, please find donate button in description box, and I will see you in a daily tomorrow as usual. Thank you and goodbye.